Heyo, my Planet Coaster friends, Johnny5 Alive here, and welcome back to another episode of Coaster Spotlight. Today we have an awesome assortment of Post Apocalyptic coasters to show you here today, so stay tuned and let's check them out. Welcome back, everybody. If you guys are new here, be sure to smash that subscribe button. If you end up enjoying the video, leave a like. Come join us on Discord. We're open to the public now. And if you guys want to support the show, check out my Patreon page. Links to everything, including the 3 creations of the day, are down in the description below. Also want to mention that this was part of a mini contest challenge series that we did in Discord. We're always hosting tons of fun events and challenges for you guys to participate in. So another reason to join us on Discord. Tons of fun stuff. So we asked for apocalyptic, planko, and steampunk builds, and that's what you guys have been seeing over the last week or two. This should be the last week of these before we move on to other themes. With that said, be sure to get your blueprints in, and there's a whole theming column on the submission form. Submission form is down in the description below. Depending on the themes that we're low on will kind of increase your chances to get featured. So we are now low on apocalyptic, planko, and steampunk, so we need some more of those before we can feature some more. Boom. So with that all out of the way, let's check out the first creation of the day, Defacity, created by Darks, one of our Discord master builders, and here he says, "Welcome, citizen. This is Help Center Defacity." I can't say that word properly. Is it Defacity? Defacity. We are here to help you with your problems, health, infection, scars, and bitten off legs. You may ask yourself, why do I need this? Well, as you may know, the deadly infection was spread on these lands. We didn't know where it came from, but it's no good. We from the Defacity Help Center are a group of people that are wanting to help people out, but we got a slight problem. Our supplies are very low. That means we can't help people anymore. So if you want to be our hero of the Help Center and maybe the world, go out into the Badlands and search for some medical supplies. We really appreciate your help to save the world. Defacity is a compact, thrilling layout with twisty layout and surprise you at any moment. Are you ready for this Defacity? We'll figure out what the name is. Leave your comments down below, Dark. What is it? How do you pronounce it? And I find that with Dark, all his creations, I can never freaking pronounce them. You come up with the strangest names, my friend. All right, let's get into this. So this is definitely going to be a nighttime run here today. We're looking at a Typhoon Barcast, part of a coaster train. Okay, I don't see another coaster in here, but put it back into test mode here. Here's a look at all the results, everybody. Some good length on this one, and let's give it a ride. Okay, definitely a great coaster layout. However, I have a big issue with the amount. Let me turn the volume down here. I have a big issue with the amount head chopping moments. Even in the boarding station, we're hitting our head on the supports. Lots of clipping of the rocks and stuff. But you did say we're gonna lose some limbs or something, and we're supposed to look for med kits. So we definitely lost some limbs. Now, I was wondering if there were any med kits lying around, because the whole mission was to find medical supplies. Would have been nice to see some custom-made, what do you call them, supply drops lying around, you know? And maybe, like, as we passed by them, they made, like, a little sound, like a little firework went off, like a glimmer or something, and it's like, bloop, bloop, made a little sound like we're collecting our medical supplies. That would have been kind of neat. Kind of go with your story there. That's kind of what I was expecting, at least. But lots of great triggers. I love these cannons being shot off. What is that going? What's going on with that? So it's the plane shooting random cannons. I love the glowingness. I mean, definitely feels like a wasteland taken over by toxicity. Defacity. Yeah, really good details here. Oh, it's this shooting. Wow. Hey, look at that. Lego for life. Okay. No, it's a really strong build. I love the coaster design. Like I said, all I would do, the only thing I would change is do a QA pass on the head chopping moments. I love the fact that you've used the rocks as supports. Like, if you look at this, there isn't a single support in this entire coaster. It's all done with the rocks and the rubble and the debris. You've completely hidden every single support, held it up by gnarled branches and rocks. Phenomenal stuff. Hey, it looks like a little face. So did anyone catch the pigeon flying by? The one thing left in the land still alive? Phenomenal. All right, great stuff on this one today by one of our Discord master builders, Darks. Really well done. Let's move on. Hey, there's the pigeons. Doves? I don't know what they are. Let's move on to the next creation of the day. Mr.Digglers Run, created by Thunderbud7, one of our Discord builders. And here he says, Mr. Diggler is hungry. Survive the ride and don't fall to his colorful taste to stay. If you want to stay, you can become a skeletal mantle. Mr. Diggler is always looking to eat. Okay, so I'm gonna have to leave a little bit of backstory on this because this is freaking hilarious. Thunderbud7 is one of my good friends, and I met him. I mean, he was in the Planet Coaster community for a while, but he's kind of quiet, but I really met him and started becoming good friends with him through Fallout 76. So this build that you're looking at today is actually inspired by his settlement that he built in Fallout 76, which we did some pretty hilarious skits on. It's pretty disturbing, but also hilarious. I will roll a couple clips of it right now.
Goddamn possums, man. Hurry up, down, woman.
I'm coming.
I ain't gonna wash myself.
Just hold up. I'll be right there.
Swear to God, man.
Just you relax. You relax.
I don't know why the hell I even don't want to pay you. Hell, I don't even pay you. Why the hell are you here? Screwed over with your damn short-ass arms. I remember. Oh, that shit ain't been clean. How you like that damn cheese wax that's sitting right there?
Moving.
God dang it. Who the hell's at my door? Who the hell's at my door? Ain't nobody come to the door.
Good morning, sir. Voltec here. Sir, Voltec here. I just have a few questions for you. You have been selected to join the new vault in your town. Isn't it wonderful?
Oh, Mr. Diggler, no, not again.
Lady, I done told you, watch that tub! No, don't throw all over my floor! What the hell's wrong with you, lady?
It's terrible! Ah!
I'll also have a link to the full video if you guys want to see it. 10,000 people watched that crazy skit. We did some pretty crazy stuff in Fallout 76, and it was definitely a lot of fun when I was covering it on the channel. So this is definitely a throwback to his settlement. So I gotta cover it here, and it is part of a post-apocalyptic theme because it was done in Fallout 76. Boom. So with that out of the way, let's take a closer look at Mr. Diggler's Run. All right, everybody, so it looks like we have a wooden monster gnarler. Oh crap, I didn't test it? Really? All right, let's try that again. We have almost green stats across the board, really close here to getting the green excitement. There's a look at the rest of the results if you guys want to see them, and let's get on to the Diggler's Run. Now, should we ride this at day or night? I'm gonna make a decision here to do this one at day.
Who the hell's at my door? how you like that damn cheese wax that's sitting right there?
Oh, wowee. I gotta say, this is actually quite pleasantly surprised, Thunderbud. He's a builder. He hasn't done a whole lot of coasters in Planet. I mean, he hasn't done a whole lot in Planet Coaster. Let me check his workshop. So, a quick review of his workshop. Actually, this would be his second ever themed coaster. So, for a second ever coaster, this is actually pretty impressive. The banking, the drops, the momentum, the use of the friction of the wooden coaster was really well done. And look at all the crossover. I mean, it comes down, crosses over itself, comes around, crosses back in and through, back up and around. And I even like using the guest house that was in Diggler's settlement as a break station. But what I would have done is actually turned it into a block section, so that way you could get another train. However, you would have to fix this part. So you would have to lower this track, and then you would have to have this coming down a bit, because if a train is stationed here, it needs to roll down. Otherwise it won't come out. It'll just get stuck there. So if you had like a little bit of a roll off coming through here, then dropped it down and around, you could have fit a second train here, and it has enough time to get around and through here and kind of glide on around into this station and back up before this one, well, yeah, before this one is actually on its way. So you could actually get two trains running around this, and I think it would work perfectly having the block section there. Boom. Aesthetically, it reminds me of Diggler's Inn, which definitely brings back some nostalgic memories of really good times. If you guys haven't seen some of our Fallout skits, go check them out. They're freaking hilarious. Some of the most fun I've ever had in video games in my life. Just the amount of laughs and hilarity that was going on. I mean, I was laughing hysterically in almost every single Fallout 76 video. We certainly made a lot of fun of a game that's considered to be a fail, and in our opinions, it was one of the best games of what would it be, 2018. Yeah, definitely. So hopefully Fallout gets some expansions and makes a return, because yeah, it's not really in the greatest place, and especially now that they've chosen to do Battle Royale. Oh, all right, but enough of that, you guys. This was a great submission here by Thunder, an absolutely amazing creation for the second ever coaster. Oh, and I want to give a shout out to him, because he is definitely one of our Discord moderators now. He's part of the Tiki Chiki tribe, and while, you know, he might not be the most experienced master builder or anything like that, he's just a builder. Part of our moderator team that's not one of our requirements to be an amazing legend builder or anything like that. Thunderbud has experience. He's a very good with people. He's a people person. He's an Army veteran. He was a moderator for my Fallout Discord and my Channel 5 Gaming Discord, so the other Discords. He definitely has experience with it, and he's a great guy. So welcome to the Tiki Chiki tribe, Mr. Thunderbud. So if you guys do end up coming to join us on Discord, links are down in the description below. Be sure to come in and say hi to Mr. Diggler. All right, with that out of the way, you guys, let's go check out the final creation of the day, Apunkalypse. Created by one of our Discord builders, Warmgar, and here he says, "Welcome back, Johnny. I had inspiration for this coaster after starting a few skater punk shop blueprints and then seeing you come back asking for new themed coasters. Now let the post-apocalyptic punks take over this mini contest." All right, short and sweet. As you guys can see from the cinematics, this looks freaking amazing. Has some pretty cool elements in there that we'll talk about after we check out the coaster. So let's do that and take a closer look at the ride stats. So here we go. We have a launch drive tire F25 for the punk skate park thing. That's the drive tires, just perfect. Here's a look at the rest of the results. It's green across the board, and I mentioned this a while ago. I was surprised by the F25 drive launch. There was an episode not too long ago where I didn't know. I was like, how are these drive wheels throwing this thing around? That's one of the newer coasters that were added while I was away from Planet Coaster, while I was away from YouTube for a while there. So yeah, this is in, and now this would be the second time for me to see this in action. So I'm actually pretty excited about this, and I think the drive tires goes really well with your punk theming with the skateboarding and all that. So let's give this a ride. This is so good. I love it. Coaster design was really fun. It almost felt like a little broken in areas. I mean, I don't know how to explain what I want to say. It fits with the theme of the coaster. There's some just like jarry, snapping moments that pass you through and head chop you that work really well with the theming around us. I did feel this first inversion here was a little rough, and you can actually see that in the bend. I feel like it just needed to be eased in just slightly, maybe bring, that's tricky. Maybe if the transition started up here and went in and twisted in just a slight bit, it felt like a little bit too tight. But as I mentioned, it kind of goes with the broken rubble, like the steel is bent and it works. So really no complaints there. I mean, that is a small little gripe from me, but I think we could see it coming over the bend right now. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. So love this freaking punk skeleton, by the way, and all the little guys hidden around. So cool. And I gotta say, I mean, they even gone as far as to put like graffiti. I saw something coming back into the boarding station as well. It said something like "Bad Mad" or something on the wall. That's cool. We gotta switch it to daytime. And the sign there is amazing. Definitely has that punk feel. The rebar coming out of the concrete. I mean, you use gates for that, which is really smart because these are pretty big pieces if we pull them out. Look at that. And, you know, you can cover the whole thing in rebar quite quickly. If you take a closer look at it, you're like, okay, like it's a gate. But from here, I mean, it looks like rebar. It looks perfect. It seems like this would take up a lot of pieces. One thing I've always talked about with like Fallout and just art in general, like one thing that's always scary to tackle is post-apocalyptic because of the amount of rubble, debris, and you have to make destruction look natural, but that's very hard to do, and it also increases your poly count by a lot. And in the case of Planet Coaster, it would increase your part count by a lot. And I think you've done this in a very affordable way. 4K. We've talked about this in previous episodes over the past few weeks. People trying to tackle buildings, and I say it's too expensive to try to do this. But you not only made 3 buildings and destroyed them, you brought it together in a really nice composition. It looks nice. I mean, definitely a lot of praise here for this creation, and we got to take a second to appreciate this. I mean, come on, it's like a pool, and you know, skaters usually come and put graffiti on these things and then they start to skate in them. This was a happy accident with it filling up with water, but like you have to push the ground in for these like oil spots that he put in. But then I was like unsure what was supposed to be done with this because we have water and pipes. So I was like, okay, I'll push this down and fill it up with water. And somehow I ended up pushing that down too, and it automatically also filled it up with water. As you can see, yeah, the terraforming that I did, it kind of filled it up with water. And I mean, naturally water would build up here, and it just, it looks so amazing. It really does. It's the subtle things. I love it. I really do love it. This is a great build. Really good job done here today by Warmgar. You're showing up as a builder. Be sure to apply for that workshop review. Definitely deserve a promotion. You're putting out some really good stuff. I feel like I've featured you a few times since my return in 2.0. So keep up the good work, my friend. And boom, yeah, let me know what you guys thought of this creation as well as the other 2 creations down in the comments below. I know the creators want to hear your feedback, your thoughts. So try to comment on each of the coasters if you can, and give some feedback, suggestions, critiques. What did you guys think? Love reading your comments. And that's going to do it for me here today, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to smash that subscribe button, leave a like, and again, once again, join us on Discord. And if you want to support the show to help me continue doing these spotlights, please do check out my Patreon page. Boom! There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye now.